Hello everybody! Playing a little Mirror's Edge Catalyst for the very first time. Psyched to check this out. We do want to save those. Want to turn the music off. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And video, let's see. Gameplay. Subtitles are on. We'll leave those on. Let's do this. I guess we're playing. We're in. Wow. They don't waste any time. Alright, let me know how I sound. I'm just going to plug my phone into charge. This sounds amazing. The rain is falling behind me on the surround speakers. I like it. Ouch. There's very Half-Life 2 right there. Alright, let's see. Just started this, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing yet. I'm just following some paths. Oh yeah. You gotta look for some colors. That's right. The color is where you go to
well, you'll just have to trust me.
Find your path in this game.
I want to get off the streets. Put it on. Cool. We need to get you connected and calibrated. I know no one's eager to talk to you.
What the hell?
Come on, we need to get moving.
I'm not drinking a bottle of wine, by the way. That's just it's water.
There's something wrong with this.
I don't really drink and play. It takes out... gaming takes all the buzz out, you know? Yeah, because you have to think and you have to concentrate. Tried it. Drinking and playing, it's just like it burns it right out. Those are my toes up there. I don't know if you can see them.
Almost forgot.
Thanks, AJ.
Is this what the employees see all the time?
Yeah, I guess you're not informed enough.
Hey, Pavlevska.
I'm not reformed.
Matt Dillon, love you, buddy. Good to see you, man.
There you go. You're off the grid.
I'm off the grid.
Now they know you're
This is like a scene from Minority Report right there. This is making me want to watch Minority Report right now. Now we gotta run. Everybody's after me. Of course I'm excited about E3. Are you kidding? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay.
Get off the ground, Faye. I'll go the other way. Meet you up ahead.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
I gave her the B-link, and she's on.
Very excited. I can't believe I'm playing this, guys.
Are you there?
I know you can't believe you're watching it either. This is crazy. They finally made the sequel.
Get K-Sec off your tail. Easier said than done, Noah. They seem hell-bent on finding
Alright, cool. What are you guys excited about for at E3? Did that make sense? Was that a sentence? What are you guys excited about for at E3? What are you guys excited for at E3? There it is. That's a word. The sentence. Whoosh. Ow. This is out on Tuesday. True Goo 1. This is Minority Report. I'm so psyched for this game, I feel. It's way under the radar, though. Didn't even realize it was landing soon. This is one of the busiest springs I can remember, honestly. I don't want to be fighting already. Come on. I don't even know my parkour moves yet. Okay. Is this out now? No, it comes out on Tuesday. But I think if you... what do I do here? I kick it. I think if you have EA access on Xbox One or on the PC, you can play it now.
Okay, I made it inside. Can someone tell me what the hell is going on?
Crash Bandicoot to PS4K. If they announce either of those, I'll jump for joy. That'll be crazy, right? New consoles at E3 already. Unbelievable.
Follow the runner echo through the warehouse. Icarus will
But no Nintendo console. It's so crazy. It's insane. I can't believe they're not going to show us their machine. I want them to do a switcheroo and show us. And shock everybody. Who's buying a PS4K if they come out? Who's in on that? I mean, it's coming, but who's definitely getting one of those? And who's getting PSVR? Very curious. And I cannot believe I'm playing this game. It's just so surreal.
You have no idea how good it feels to be out.
Has it been 10 years since the sequel? Or since the first game? It probably has been 10 years. Oh my god. Do you think I will be getting one? AJ, you're in. Yeah, PS4K is going to be big. Do you think we'll see PS4K? There's rumors for TGS. I'm still on last gen. Wow. Well, this is going to be a very interesting time for anybody that has not jumped in yet. VR all the way. I imagine this game in VR. This could be crazy in VR. Would need a new TV before considering a PS4. Yeah, this is the thing, man. I think these consoles are finally going to sell 4K TVs to everybody. I know probably everybody that's watching this right now has been thinking, I wonder if it's time to get a 4K TV. And you probably sound just like that when you're thinking about it. Because I know I have. I just have an HD TV. I don't have a 4K thing. I am on the Millennium Falcon. This is my cool gaming chair. This was a Christmas gift from my wife, and I love it. It's very cozy. It's a little too comfortable. I put major dents in the butt of this chair, and the seat of this chair, you know what I'm saying? Do a lot of gaming. It's pretty rad so far. Very minimalist. Whoa! That was cool.
Yeah, it can't be easy being a regular employee these days. I almost pity them.
4K is still expensive. I bought a 65-inch 4K TV a week after PS4 rumors. I am weak. That's hilarious. I'm sure that's very common, you know. I'm sure that a lot of people have been, oh, come on. Leave me alone. Come on. I'm just running on the rooftops, alright? Bam. That was cool. Okay. I think I'll buy a 4K TV when they don't cost what I make in like 2 months. It's amazing that this game got a sequel. I really liked the original, but I didn't think it sold very well. Exactly. This was just EA, I think, trying to prove that they still believe in some core games and some unique ideas. I think they are grateful to DICE for the many, many millions of dollars that the Battlefield games have made, and they wanted to give them a, you know, a little sort of like an, you know, like an indie game kind of pitch, you know, like almost like they're a huge movie studio that gets to make indie movies in a way. I was really impressed with the fact that this was coming, and the fact that the Unravel game was coming, and there was a sequel for Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. Those were all really awesome moves on the part of EA last year. It wasn't all just big blockbuster investments, you know. I personally cannot wait until my life gets sucked into No Man's Sky and Deus Ex. Seriously. People still playing Uncharted 4? Oh, I haven't played any of that multiplayer yet. I want to get into it. And more Overwatch. I got to wash my mouth out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that's behind me. That's in my past. Both the movie and the game. I'm just gonna run by you, dude. Ah! That couldn't have felt good. So many good PS4 games. Dude, yeah. Okay. I guess I have to beat you up. You deserve that, brother. Whoa! So I have to run a little bit. What the frack? Oh, I see. You needed the wall. Okay. Are you looking forward to watching the Warcrack movie? Yes, I am. But I guess that's next week. I really, really admire Duncan Jones. I think he's very inventive. And I really hope it's fun. But I don't know what the hell happened. It looked like I walked up a wall there. Where am I? Oh, okay. I gotta climb up here. Okay, I see. Cool. Okay. What do you think we'll see at E3? I think, let's see. We're going to see... I think we're going to hear about Red Dead. It'll probably be at one of the conferences. I think we are going to see a Crash Bandicoot game. It would be amazing if it becomes a Sony game. That would be so cool. I think the Ratchet & Clank sales job was a big deal for Sony and for Insomniac, and I think there's probably a desire to make some more kid-friendly titles. I think we're going to see... I think it's possible that we're going to see some Marvel characters in LEGO Dimensions, and some Star Wars characters in LEGO Dimensions, which would be insane. I think we're going to see Shadow of Mordor 2. What else are we going to see?
Oh, at least you got here before dawn.
Hard to think.
Who are you, anyway? When did you join the Cabal?
About a year
Thank
ago.
you, Derek.
Well, I grew up
Appreciate it, brother.
So how
Can't
long
wait
has
for more
this
Red
been?
Dead. Yeah,
You
me
also
too,
got
man.
caught and caused a whole lot of trouble.
Saw a
for now.
rumor that Quake
You
might
don't
be
know what
announced.
happened.
A
I know
new
enough.
Quake in the spirit of the new Doom.
Faster and safer than you.
It'd be awesome if there was already a sequel to Doom, you know, like they were ready to tell people. Because Bethesda's got to do something big. They have that big Sunday night. I don't think it's time for them to announce a new Elder Scrolls for this year, especially. Can't wait to play Dishonored 2. I get some hands-on with that, so that's going to be amazing. Oh, thank you, Travis.
Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been busy, man. I'm still in discussion mode with people. I'm still talking with people that can potentially be partners for us. All of this stuff has just taken super long time because it's a different world now than it was when I was able to negotiate contracts for broadcast for EP in the past. But that's cool. We've been keeping busy and posting as much as we can with the resources that we have, and you know, staying on top of a lot of stuff. I'm actually very proud. I mean, we really kind of decided at the beginning of February that we'll start posting stuff every day, and we've been true to our word. There's been a lot of content going up, and I hope you've been enjoying it. Okay. Kick the echo into the railing. Okay. So I'm already fighting. Fighting... I don't really want to fight in this game. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. I wonder how Quake will be different from Doom. Yeah. Yes. True. I think Xbox is going to blow our minds with something too, guys. I really do. I think the new console or consoles that they announce are going to be really shocking. HoloLens will be everywhere, and I think it'll be pretty damn impressive. And VR is going to be everywhere. Everywhere. Alright, hold on. First discovered EP in the late 90s on TV. Awesome Infinite. Up late. Well, it's only 10 o'clock out here. It's not that late. I'm going to play an hour of this and then watch a little Bloodline, I think. Vic, I actually saw you at the Roundhouse, but I didn't want to interrupt you since you were shooting something. Awesome. You can always say hi, man. It's you know, like, it's a little weird for us because we work kind of in our little bunker on our content, and we don't always, you know, assume that people know who we are or what we're doing, and it just feels good to, you know, have somebody say hi that watches our stuff. We do it for you guys, you know. We make EP for you, and it's you are. Hey, Rerez, how you doing? It's never an interruption if you say, how's it going, watch the shows, or, you know, appreciate our work in any way. It's always very kind. So never feel shy if you see us shooting anywhere, okay? And if anybody's going to E3 and you see me, make sure you say hi. I'll be at Comic-Con this year again, too, in San Diego. I think like at least 40% of PlayStation's conference will be about PSVR. Yes, they have a lot of those to sell. I think the PSVR is probably one of the brightest prospects for VR, but now I'm pretty convinced that an Xbox Oculus deal is going to be announced and probably bundled together, and that could be pretty shocking if they do like a massively powerful Xbox 1.5 with an Oculus Rift built and packaged with it at a reasonable price. That's going to be crazy. And the Oculus Store kind of all built into it. Nuts. Let's play Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, God, I've been missing that game. I want to play that so bad. What's the secret to your hair, Vic? I have hairspray and gel in it, and I spend way too much time spiking it up. But I'm just glad I have some, and I'm glad I get to style it. And some days it looks better than others. Vic, if I run into you in Vancouver, would you be bothered if I asked for an autograph? Of course not. That's flattering as hell, and I appreciate that so much. Do you guys like video games? I do. Sign me up to that. Okay. All right. I completed the combat tutorial. I did not even want to fight anybody. I want to be a lover, not a fighter in this game. Springboard through the window. Okay. Wow. Awesome. No, I don't want to fight you guys. Leave me alone. Why don't you age? I do age. I age, but you know what? I love my life, and I feel very grateful every second of the day, and I have been able to appreciate that since I was in my mid-20s, and I think that's a big secret. I'll let you in on that. It's a big secret to just stop and appreciate what you have and feel good about what you're doing in your life, and I've been blessed that way for a long time. And I think that brings me a great sense of peace and calm. Because I work in a very stressful business. It's never easy. It's never like when we have tons to produce or not enough money to produce. There's always stress, but I never lose sight of how fortunate I've been and you know how much I appreciate that. And I think that has kept me pretty level-headed and I don't know, feeling pretty good. Feeling I don't know, sometimes it feels like the world around me is moving super fast, but I just have been doing the same thing for 20, 21, 22 years, you know, because this is what I've always wanted to do, and I'm doing it. Ah! There we go. A game I'm super stoked. Oh, you mean I look young. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think the chipmunk cheeks have probably helped me a little bit with looking young. A game I'm super stoked to see more of is definitely Scalebound. Yeah, that kind of just disappeared into thin air after that reveal last year. Yeah, I want to see that. You still talk to Tommy often? Is he still doing music for video games? No, he's not doing music for games. He's always touring, and he's now working on some new deals to bring other types of music events out there. So all that experience that he's had making video games live has really helped him in a lot of ways. I don't talk to Tommy often enough. I always have a blast when I do. I'm going to actually send him an email to see if he's going to E3, and maybe we can connect for something when we're at E3, and maybe at Comic-Con too. But I had a really great time talking with him on the podcast, and Jeff too, and Julie, and Jose, and Marissa. It's been fun, man. But this last little while, we've been kind of focused on trying to get caught up on some of the reviews because we have so much content in. So I've been playing a little bit more, shooting a little bit more, editing a little less, and so we're going to probably start being able to shoot and edit some reviews, some more reviews. Ah, I'm dead. Ouch. I don't know. I don't know if Marissa or Scott will be at E3. You know, I mean, I would feel so compelled to bug them to work with me, and of course I don't have the budget to pay them. So I feel very reticent to ask for favors like that. You know, I've been an employer for a long time, and it just feels weird to. I just can't do it. So I'll find out for sure. But I do know that I'm going to be seeing Ben and Steve, and likely Jose, and we'll probably do something together with those guys. I would imagine that Scott's going to be down there because he's got all the VR consulting work that he's been doing recently. Ah! Hey Vic, there is a VR arcade that just opened up outside of Toronto. Next time you're in town, you should check into it. Yeah, I want to do that. I heard about that thing, actually. Any thoughts of testing out a Patreon type thing? Yes, I have been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that for a long time, but I feel like I owe it to everybody to explore as many partner options as I can, because that's the way our company has been set up before I start, you know, changing our business dynamic and putting a plan together like that. Let me ask you guys this: if EP set up a subscription kind of model or a Patreon type thing, I mean, does that sound interesting to you guys? I mean, basically what it would be is a way to bring in some revenue so I can hire back teammates and hire more people to build more content for everybody. That's what I want to do, is build as much material as we used to be able to do, you know, regardless of whether we're on television or not. There's our title screen. Let me know if... you know, let me know what you think. You can tell me in these comments here, I'll read them, or in the comments below if you check this out later. But I just... Thank you, AJ.
Faith, are you exploring the city, Faith?
I've just been waiting. If I'm going to do that, I want to give you guys all the information, all the reasons why I'm doing it. And... the one thing that I will say is that I'm not doing any of what I'm doing right now for anybody else other than you guys. Other than, well, myself, because I love it, but, you know, I'm not doing it to work for the corporations. I'm not doing it to work for advertisers. I'm not doing it for anybody. Like, there's no broadcast contract. There's no reason to do what I'm doing other than I see that there are not enough on-location conversations done from a place of respect and experience. It's not happening enough for my liking or my tastes on YouTube or Facebook or on television, anywhere that I see. And I still think that the Reviews on the Run model of reviews with two different personalities is an incredibly proven and solid model. I still want to be doing that stuff. I want to be mixing and mashing all of the content that EP has been doing for a long time. So I see the reasons why we should be doing all of this stuff, and the only reason why I want to do this is because I feel that viewers benefit from that material. I feel very proud of what we've been able to do with our shows, and I would like to continue. And if we ever go into a subscription phase, it will be implicit that and clear that we're doing this in partnership with you guys to build the best content in the world around this stuff. And I would love to do that.
Closer to the marks, Faith.
And one thing that I definitely recognize is the value of things like this. You know, I mean, we are just sort of testing the waters with the streaming and everything like that. But there is definitely some interesting ways to create new content here, sort of including the viewers of streams into the content in some really cool ways. Yeah, but I've been thinking about all of that stuff. Well, Brian, we weren't YouTube first. You know, we had our broadcast relationships that we had to kind of honor and respect first. We were being paid to be on television, and we had contracts with broadcasters, and their interest wasn't for EP as an independent entity, because we've always been independent, to grow in its digital distribution, because that's not really a benefit to the broadcaster. It became kind of a competitive thing, and I respected that. So we just sort of tinkered around on YouTube. We never really took it seriously until about October of last year, when it was becoming clear that I wasn't going to be able to put a new TV home together for us right at the end of season 25. And so we are way behind the curve. And all of the traffic and all of the subs and the people that are finding us right now, it's all organic. You know, it's all through word of mouth. I haven't spent anything on advertising or you know, real promotion. I haven't done many interviews about what we're doing. I went on Greg Miller's show, kind of funny games show, for a thing there, and that was a blast. And actually, the guys from Giant Bomb took a look at our very first episode and talked about it, and that got us some good. I don't know what I'm doing here. That got us some good subs as well. But yeah, right now it's just through persistence and through word of mouth, and I think people watching the content and thinking that's pretty cool, and then we're getting our subs that way. But I'm quite happy with the data. I'm happy with the amount of comments and likes, and I'm sorry I'm rambling, guys. But you know, I'm happy seeing that a big chunk of our subscribers are watching the content, and they're liking the content, and they're commenting on it. You know, it's incredibly humbling and gratifying to hear you guys talk about us deserving more. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm sorry. I keep climbing this wall. You know, and asking why we don't have more subs, and asking why we're not on TV. All of that stuff is just really nice. Oh, I gotta talk to Noah. Okay. First time viewer on YouTube. Thanks, Andrew. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I saw that giant purple pen.
So Noah,
Giant purple
what's the beat?
pen 15.
I heard
Wink,
some runner
wig.
got out at juvie today.
I heard she's
Giant Bomb is great. Love those guys.
Been gone a long time.
I also heard she's sorry.
Maybe she learned something while she was away.
I really dig this, man.
Maybe.
I really dig this. I'm a dad, though, right? So I can't do this kind of thing every night. Obviously, my daughter's gone to sleep. Ruby's gone to bed. So you know, and I know that this is when everybody's up and everybody wants to get online and chat and all that stuff. So I will do it as often as I can.
Nice place you got here.
You know, I like this kind of period.
Mind if I stay a while?
I game sometimes in this period. But the other thing is,
And about
you
that
know,
one?
Go talk to
I'm
Bernie.
training myself to learn
Reasons.
how to consume this content and review it with you guys, because this is a weird dynamic for me. I've spent 20 years, you know, like sealing up all the windows and playing in the dark and just like writing down notes and sort of tracking my progress of the game on a personal level, so that then I could go off and tell you guys how I think about these things, or what I think of these things. So it's different. This, like, I don't know what the hell these people are saying right now.
We'll do
It matters that much.
Now
Chocho.
go. Astound me.
I'm proud of her too. I miss her very much, Chocho. It's crazy. I wish that she was still in Vancouver, because I feel like, you know, I feel like I'd be bugging her to do stuff every day. But you know, I understand why she had to go to Toronto.
What's inside?
Pavleshka, I do keep in touch with Tommy. It's amazing how many of the people from EP's past, I'm still very much in contact with. They're, you know, that's the thing. Like, we built a family with this EP family. You know, it's not. It hasn't all been beatific and easy. There's definitely been stresses and problems, and you know, it definitely was. It hit all of us very hard that the show was coming off the air at the end of December. I mean, that was just an emotional time for all of us. But I think pretty much every person that's ever been involved with EP is pretty proud of what we've been able to accomplish together. Thank you, Pavleshka. Everything has gone my way for a very long time, you know, and I'm very aware of that, you know, and that's a very kind sentiment. Sometimes I feel guilty to think or ask for more. Sometimes, like, I've had a long time doing this, and I know that, you know, but I still love it. I still love doing it, and it's fun. And if you guys want me to keep doing it, and more importantly, you want me to help organize a team or teams of people to keep doing it, your support is very appreciated. And that's been kind of an energizing thing for me too, is that you know, like, I keep working with fresh faces and new people, and every time I do, it's like another battery gets put inside of me. You know, it's like, oh my God, yeah, of course, this is fun work for new people. You know, and that's kind of what I want to do, is that I want to keep things rocking. I want to kind of regrow no matter what happens, whether we're on television or the web, and you know, in these video streams, these services out there. But keep finding people. Like, that's what I think the thing that I've probably been the best at, is just finding awesome people and bringing them into the EP fold. Okay. Oh Jesus. Is the EP Street Team thing a volunteer position? What's the recruiting criteria? That is, I think it's Jay Lands is one of the organizers over there. He's a guy you see on the EP Twitch stream, and he pops up in our YouTube channels all the time. He started it on his own, just asked if it was okay to do it, and I said, of course it is. So he's just off helping us spread the word, volunteering his time to let people know that EP's out there, and we're making some fun stuff, and we love your support. You know, if you'd like to watch it, we really appreciate it. And so he's letting people know, which is, he and other people are letting people know, which is really kind. Thank you for your dedicated years. Throughout my life, I've been able to find a comfort and happiness from the shows we have been involved. Ben, that's amazing, man. Thank you. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? Hope you and Brydpov are doing great. Brydprov. jplays.tv. Shout out to JPlays.
What do you want? Oh, just to look at you. Well, you're still
Weird question. Do you miss having people greatly disagree with you? Of course I do.
And he'll get it.
Yes.
Wow, this does not look super next gen, does it? Oh, okay. I think the people were not the first thing that the artists and animators thought about when they were making this game. I love you, Victor. Good night, and I wish for you to have my babies. I'm taken in that regard, but I appreciate your love very much. Thank you, the truth. Travis, I always liked how you went through Canada doing reviews and interviews. Always hope to find you in Ottawa. Ottawa is a city I am desperate to get to. I think it's ridiculous that I'm almost 30 years old and I've never been to Ottawa. I've got to get to Ottawa. Are you on the N64? Yeah, I'm on the N64. Oh yeah, because the graphics of the characters. It did have a little Perfect Dark kind of vibe there for a second, didn't it? Blake is a Kevin Pereira clone. Yeah, kind of. Kind of, yeah. It's got those cheekbones, right? Where is Mirror's Edge VR? This game seems like it would be a killer app. You know, I live just a short drive away, and I've never been to Ottawa myself. Rerez, what's up with that, man? You gotta get out there. Tell you what, maybe I come to Toronto, I find you, we drive to Ottawa, we shoot a video, and we go and find all the nerds and gamers in Ottawa together. What do you think? Are game journalists popular amongst groupies? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, Victoria. Are you still in touch with Tommy T? Apparently you guys want me to be in touch with Tommy T. That's what I'm getting. That's like a third question today about Tommy T. I am in touch with Tommy T. Gotta see that fellow. I wish I lived in the same city as all my people, you know? That's one of the things that that's kind of a drag, you know? Like, I kind of envy the Kind of Funny and the Easy Allies guys, because they're all buds hanging out together. But you know, I've had the great fortune to have teammates all over North America. But it means that we're not physically in the same spot together enough. And that includes Tommy T. This game looks awesome. It does kind of look awesome, doesn't it? People don't look so awesome. Now what am I supposed to do? I think I'm just supposed to go up, right? Let's go. Whoa. The Siskel and Ebert of gaming. I think that Scott and I, well, I mean, that's so pretentious to say, but I think that Scott and I probably made a closer approximation to a Siskel and Ebert of gaming. And I don't know if you guys ever saw the Siskel and Ebert tribute video that we did. We shot the intro to the old Siskel and Ebert TV show. Scott and I did. It's one of my favorite things that we ever did, ever. And I think it's not on the site now because we changed our video clients, but I've got all the videos and I'll post it to YouTube. And you just reminded me, I got to find that and post that to YouTube. I know you can find it on Dailymotion, but it's buried in all those files. There are 10,000 videos on Dailymotion.
Damn rats with wings. Never leave me alone. But they have their uses.
What inspired you to open your studio around your neck of the woods?
True.
In Vancouver?
That's why I can smell my own.
It was, this was home. It just seemed like a natural.
Show them other runners that you got your uses.
There were a couple of huge benefits. You called Scott 6.5. That's hilarious. Scott's Richard Roper. Vancouver was the perfect place to set up EP for a bunch of reasons. One of them was that when we started, Vancouver was really emerging as a place that was much more than just electronic arts. All of the other studios were starting to form, Radical and you know, like over the years, Propaganda and Relic and United Front Games, but all of these companies were starting to emerge, and we were starting to get to know all of these different teams and companies. But it was also on the West Coast corridor, so in the early days of Electric Playground, when we had very little money, we've never had tons of money to make television. That's been one of our secrets as well. And also because we've been in Vancouver, we haven't had to keep up with the Joneses and have a bunch of other media outlets that we've had to kind of compete against or lose people to. That's always been one of the competitive disadvantages. Okay, hold the start. With some of the other outlets is that they, you know, the costs go up because they're all in an arms race to keep the better people and keep their teams happy and all of that stuff. And so consequently budgets go up and advertising drops and changes are always constantly occurring. So it's you know, the media business is tumultuous in every category, but we've had the benefit of being kind of consistent and stable, you know, for the most part in Vancouver, because we've been kind of alone up here. And we've been able to keep our costs in line as well, so all of our partners have all liked that, all of our broadcast partners over the years. But I think the key thing was that it was very easy for us to get to, and I'm totally blowing this, I'm going to restart it again. It was very easy for us, I'll pause this for a second, it was very easy for us to get to Seattle, San Francisco, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and we used to jump into a rental van in the early days, or the early seasons, and what we would do is we would hit all of the game companies on a 2-week or 3-week trip. We'd shoot interviews, and we'd bring back all of that footage, and then we would cut our season, and that would probably be about half of the season. The other chunks of content would come from junkets that the game companies might have, or definitely the reviews that we would shoot, and then there was E3 and GDC and other events and stuff like that. But it was always very convenient to have just that corridor of a couple of days worth of travel, and we can get a ton of material. And I used to think that the companies that were trying to do this out of New York or Toronto they had a much bigger challenge, because the cost to travel to these studios, if they wanted to do what we were doing, was just going to be very, very expensive. And I think that's kind of proven to be true. I think that there haven't been many outlets that have really endeavored to do that on location, behind the scenes thing. But that was tier one. That was the most important part of what EP was about. It was like, look, we can't just stay in the studio. We can't just look like we're a catalog for these things and an infomercial for them. We have to go and visit these companies and let them tell us why we should give a shit about them, and consequently made the content a million times more fun to produce. And I think on the other end, it probably was this really cool window into a world that most people didn't know about, and it made us unique. And it's been a great privilege. I worked with Much Music for a bit with my channel. They really didn't know how to deal with video games, from what I could see. It was a bit, Rerez, I'd love to talk to you about that, actually. I'd love to. I mean, you're kind of tapped into the YouTube scene out in Toronto. I'd like to kind of get your viewpoint on how things are going. Toronto's a different beast altogether. Yeah, it is, absolutely. I've got a lot of friends out there, and I've been able to do a lot of great business in Toronto over the years, but it is definitely a very different environment. So is Los Angeles to Vancouver. I mean, that's been the other great thing too, is no disrespect to any other, production hub or environment or anything like that, but Vancouver is removed from a lot of, superficial anxieties and whatnot. I'm not into that. I'm a much more practical, pragmatic person about all this stuff. I know I'm replaceable. I know that, shows disappear and people disappear from in front of the camera, and you can't be an egomaniac around this stuff. You just have to kind of recognize that you provide a service, and hopefully you do it well, and hopefully you get to keep going. But you can't be crazy about trying to strike it rich and be famous and stuff. I mean, I've just seen so many people just kind of lose their way in that BS. Yeah, Tommy was awesome. Tommy taught me a ton on the shows. I've talked about this before. We used to talk about this all the time, like I really had this overly support kind of idea when we started. I didn't even call myself a host on the show. I was just a cub reporter in the beginning, and I really didn't even give a crap about being in front of the camera at all, except for the review part. And okay, good.
Your dash time is up on the beat fade. Not bad.
But Tommy was really kind of key in sort of helping me define my value as a host and as an on-air personality. And it was him kind of telling me that, and also that it was like I was an important conduit for bringing this information to people, and that was, that was inspirational to hear. but then also Discovery when we were on the Discovery Science channel with those guys. They did a focus test with the show, and the viewers were digging what I was bringing in the show, because obviously I think people see that I'm not just playing this geek on TV. I am this geek, and I think that's important. I think being authentic with what you do is very, very important. And so that was also, and so they asked me to be on the show more and to host more. And actually, that's when I think I started really hosting EP, was season 7.
Help the outcast at the same time. Can you do it?
Sure. You know me.
I'm sorry, watchers, but I was a Vic guy. Tommy was okay. Haha.
Why you got locked up?
Yeah, I was stupid. Where can I find these boxes?
Not far from here. I'll mark them for you.
Not having the internet and hate for the invisible walls. Yeah, I believe good quality lasts. Someone who's been doing it to be big won't be big. YouTube is the essential bare bones experience of what Moses Snymer was all about. Moses was an early supporter of EP, actually. The Chum Group was one of our first big broadcast partners, and they were fantastic. I loved being on the Space Channel. I was so proud of that relationship. It was a perfect fit. And all those people back then too, I think they had great respect for what I was doing and what the team was putting together. And we were a very, very crucial component to their programming, and it was awesome. It was really nice. And that was when we were just games and not really into everything else.
I've been getting a few other components
Yeah,
for the Outcast, and
we've had some crazy distribution over the years. We had an amazing syndication run, and I unfortunately had to take us, like all the stations that we were on in the U.S. If you were watching in the States, Infinite Mega, they all wanted to keep the show running. They were all ready to sign up for 2015 and 2016, but most of the money that we were able to that I was getting to be able to budget the show was from Canada through our sponsor group and our distribution with Rogers. And when the Rogers stuff was going away, I just couldn't commit to the U.S. syndication because I needed to know that money was going to be coming our way to be able to produce the show. Because the last thing I wanted to do was be on the hook to deliver these shows to these U.S. stations and not have the budget to do it. So it was that was a really tough call for me, because we were top-rated show in most of our time slots all over the States. We had 1.5 million people watching us every week. I'm convinced they had no idea what the hell they were watching, because these were not cable viewers. They didn't know me from the G4 days or know the show from G4 in the States, because G4 was a very small cable network down there. This was like WABC in New York and KCBS in Los Angeles, Las Vegas. These were huge stations, and we were coming in number 1 or 2 in most of our time slots. We were always on late night or weird slots, but people were watching us. We were right up against TMZ and you know, Entertainment Tonight and Access Hollywood and all that stuff. But we were the alternative to all of that, and I think people really liked it. Because we're actually talking about entertainment. We're not talking about fucking Kim Kardashian's ass and who's ever coming out of a nightclub drunk, you know? We're actually talking about cool things. Hello, I'm on YouTube watching you. Thank you, Smashman. Tech TV, Heartbroken, EP aired here on OTA here, but only once a week and super late at night. That's awesome. Doesn't matter when you get a DVR. Yes, oh, I have to beat this guy up. See, this fighting bullshit, I'm not a fan of this. I don't want to fight this guy. I just want to run, man. I just want to fly free. Oh, I gotta steal a control chip. Okay. Preach, Vic.
Pull another chip.
Excellent. This will make a difference, I promise you.
You know, I'm old enough to remember, and I don't know if anybody else does that's watching this, when Entertainment Tonight used to be a good show. It used to be really cool. It used to be, you know, set visits and interviews with, you know, writers and directors and actors while they were on set. And it was fun and illuminating, and they had charming hosts. And then it just evolved into, you know, Scientology and
Troll, we got a trespasser breaching.
I don't know. It's hard to watch. Like I think it was probably the OJ trial. I think that was really the big shift when entertainment really just became about tearing down entertainment. You know, tearing down the people that built entertainment. John Tesh was the man. G4 used to be amazing. It was amazing. It was very ahead of its time. And the video game industry had its own ESPN. And they let it fade. They just let it fade. And that just blows me away. No, E.T. would always just, like, it's just gossipy garbage with Tom Cruise and whatever. Good night, Matt Dillon. I miss learning about things from the TV. Yeah, true that, right? You can learn lots of things if you watch the documentaries on Netflix.
Okay.
How did you get so many subs? I need advice. How did I get so many subs? Well, I think we're still early days on the subs, man. Well, that's very nice, man. I will tell you this, and that totally sound like I'm bragging, but the founder of G4, Charles Hirschhorn, who met me because he was working in the film and TV business, and he was up filming something in Vancouver, I think when he was working for Disney, and he was putting together his idea for G4 as a network. But he basically said that he apologized. He said, I basically took your Electric Playground idea and I turned it into a 24 network, or 24/7 network, and I went, well, I don't have to apologize. There was no way in hell I was going to be able to make a 24/7 network. I thought that was awesome, and that was that precipitated us putting together a deal to work together and bring our shows to the network. And I was very proud and very grateful to be part of the launch of that G4 network, man. I think we were one of the first shows on the air with Judgment Day.
You're okay.
Which was crazy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I saw that, babe. Told you couldn't fool me. You just helped that lowcast, Nolan.
Yeah, G4. You know what happened with G4 is they bought Tech TV and they had X-Play and Judgment Day, and they owned X-Play, and we were independent, and so that there were two shows that were reviewing games, and we were rating very well, and probably they felt that we were eating into ratings of a show that they owned, and so they had to make that call, but. They didn't renew with Judgment Day, but they kept Electric Playground on, and consequently we became the network's longest-running third-party partner in the States. We produced more episodes of content for a longer period of time than anybody else, any other supplier, other than their own internal teams. And in fact, I and Tommy were probably two of the longest-running hosts on the network. Period. Because we were there when it started, and we were still involved, I think, right up until 2011 or something like that, and they were off the air, I think, in 2012. And then, of course, we became a very important part of what G4 Canada was. But G4 Canada really suffered from that lack of U.S. content coming in. That was a big deal for them. Judgment Day was my jam. That's awesome, Reese. So how many people are from the States that are watching this stream right now?
I'm there.
And thank you. Thank you to everybody that's spending time with me. That's very kind.
And there's a bunch of K-Sec patrols between you and there. Probably responding to the commotion from before.
Okay, use traversal attacks to move through your enemies without slowing down. X-Play was fun, reviews was nice and short, and the skits were pretty entertaining. The co-op theaters with Splinter Cell were great. Canadian here, all the way from Texas, brother. Awesome. Amazing.
Stay focused
so
all
cool.
the way to the drop. If you stop or make too many mistakes, you won't make it.
Canadian, me. Whoa. Okay, knocked them right out. Awesome. What do you guys think of this game?
Oh, that case I could be sore tomorrow.
How much does YouTube pay me? YouTube doesn't pay me, bro. I'm from California. Cool. Edmonton. Right on. Ontario born. Oh, shit. Mission failed. Okay. S. Winnipeg. Right on. Looks amazing. I need to see more or focus more. Not feeling it so far. Combat is soft. And I got to tell you, so far, my vibe on this is that it feels like an HD remake of the first game, but we're not very far into the game, so I got the first Mirror's Edge for free in PSN. Oh, I went right over them. Shit, okay. Yes, by the end of G4 in Canada, EP was the only show with new content while everything else returned to reruns, yeah. If you get it monetized, they will. What's the plan for the street team? We're not organizing that because, you know, we're tiny right now, so they're just off doing what they can to spread the word for us, which is awesome. It's all volunteers, and we appreciate it very much. It's really cool. How is G4 around without any content? I don't know. They have a lot of subscribers, and my hope is to one day turn maybe some of those subscribers into some EPN subscribers. That would be pretty rad. I would love it if we had enough people behind the idea of actually making a cool-ass network about everything cool every single day. That would be very fun.
You got good flow. Keep it up.
Okay, this is fun.
You're almost there. Keep it up.
Did I hear about a Mirror's Edge movie? Yeah, Mirror's Edge TV show, I think, is happening.
There. I hope it's worth all the trouble.
More than worth it. You helped a lot of people today, Faye. Talk more soon.
He was always mooning us with his underwear, wasn't he? I'd be down for something like that. 24-hour channel making tons of content for the folks to watch. Yes, absolutely, Rerez. The controls feel really different when you start playing, but you get used to it. Oh shit, okay. It is very fluid. He says as he goes crashing down the side of the building. I'm assuming this is gold code. I do not see many major issues so far. This is good. This is retail release. It comes out on Tuesday. I just I got it early because I review this stuff. All right. It's great that everybody just puts all the computer chips and packages on the side of buildings for us couriers. Jesus Christ. Good evening, Wraith Talon. Have you met any popular YouTubers? I've met Angry Joe, or said hi to him. We haven't really like officially, shaken hands and stuff like that. But I know all the kind of funny guys. Do they qualify as YouTubers? I have some skills. I've been playing games for a while, but it is a very fluid game. It certainly does feel like you get the controls down and you can sort of move in this game, which is cool, which is the way it should be. Okay. Vic, if you Google your name, it says you were on a show in the 60s called Maigret. That would be amazing. That would make me a vampire, and that would make me eternally young, and I would live forever. and I could turn into a bat and fly. So, yes, I was on a show in the 60s called Maigret. Let's try that again. What did I think about game trailers closing? I think it's a terrible sign of the times. I think everybody's trying to figure out how to monetize. You know, that's the big crushing concern for everybody is how do you monetize? And clearly, you know, with I think the immediate ramp up of Easy Allies and the ongoing success of Kind of Funny, clearly the model is if you like people and the work that they do, the subscription model is the future, and I believe that very much. Trying to figure out how to be authentic and, you know, build truthful content with integrity in a world where marketers are kind of ruling how content is getting made and paying people to say what they want them to say is precarious, and everybody's kind of on a race to the bottom with this stuff, and everybody's trying to figure out how they stay afloat, and a lot of people are leaving journalism jobs, and that's not just in games, it's all across the board, and it's kind of sad. But I think in the sort of carnage of all of this stuff is we're going to see more groups of interesting people find ways to kind of position and propose a new model to support content that people dig, you know, and I'm acutely aware of that, and it's certainly in my thoughts for the future for EPN. But I've been trying to do what I can do, because one of the things that, you know, I have because of our longevity is the opportunity to have lots of pretty frank discussions and good meetings with different groups, because I'm really, you know, I'm not going to sell my integrity. I'm not going to have anybody, you know, pitch me on what they want to see produced or what they want me to say. None of that shit, you know, is inspiring to me in any way. Like, I want to be left alone to do what we do, which is, you know, overtly positive and promotional in general anyways. But I still believe in the magazine format. I still believe in editing segments and not wasting people's time. And that costs money because it's people. It costs money because you need editors and you need camera operators and you need personalities that aren't just looking for selfie moments, you know, that are constantly just engaged in the me, which is what I see. There's a major problem with YouTube is just too much emphasis on look at me, look at me, look at me. That's not my vibe, you know. Even though I'm on camera and I'm right now I'm the only host of EPN. It's not my vibe. It's not my dream. You know, my dream has always been to have a collective and lots of different viewpoints. But yes, I do believe that you know, game trailers closing and any one of these outlets just facing hardships and stuff is just it's indicative of the sign of the times as we shift from you know, just a CPM advertising model where you are charging advertisers for the thousands and millions of eyeballs that you're getting, and it's just kind of a cutthroat business, and then fickle and shifting and yeah, it's a big heavy topic, but I was not shocked. I was saddened. But then now that those guys have all reassembled, I just thought what they did was really smart, and I thought their opening intro video was awesome. I know Brandon. I'm a fan of those guys, and so I'm happy for them. Oops. Shit. So close. YouTubers do get offered a lot of money to cover things in a positive light. A huge company contacted me to do it once. Yeah, I mean, that's just gross. I missed some comments there, guys. I'm sorry. You've always shown us integrity. That's why we love you. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Well, I mean, I want to sleep at night, you know. I wasn't a kid when I started this. I wasn't a child. I was you know, I was in my late 20s, and I had already lived some, and I'd already had some jobs and made some money, and so like I knew what I wanted to do and the person that I wanted to be, and you know, I think that some of these YouTubers are very young, and they are, and I don't mean to dog them, man, because it's business, and people have to run their businesses however they see fit. But for me, it was important that from the start, every game company was involved, and they all asked me, because we had sponsors right from the beginning, they all asked me, why would I support you if Company X is supporting you, and why should I be there? And I said, you know, the only way this works is if we're all there. People don't communicate about these things in real life in isolation, and you can't ignore that other aspect. You need to be inclusive, especially in a broadcast kind of medium like this. You need to talk about this stuff with honesty and intelligence and authenticity. And they all came aboard, and they all supported the show, and that was very empowering, you know. And all the way along, I've been pretty strict about the editorial kind of slant and direction of our program, and also letting our reviewers be exactly who they are, and not giving them any, you know, sort of constraints or you know, trying to confine them to saying things on the part of the brand. They were all individual personalities, because I knew in that discussion would be tremendous value. I knew that if you guys got to know these people as people, they would be much more beneficial to you based on what you knew about them and their tastes. That information would be much more beneficial to you for your purchasing decisions. The Lab with Theo was our show, yes. That was one of our first daily. That was a deal that I did with Rogers to bring that sort of call for help vibe to Vancouver, but we wanted to kind of reimagine it for the city and for the new set and all that stuff that we were creating. But it was also a tremendous lesson for us, because it was a daily show. It wasn't shot as a daily show, like we didn't shoot it every day, but we packaged a show every day, and it was also live to tape. So we learned a lot in that production setting. So it was great. Leo is a very big, very experienced personality. Interesting looking gameplay. Liking RTS games. You know what? I've got Total War Warhammer. I've got to play some. I think I'm going to stream some RTS next week. I've played a little bit. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I played a little bit of the new Relic game, the Dawn of War 3. I won't say anything, but I'll smile. How's that? Well, I'm going to have to head to bed. Have a great stream, Vic. Thanks, Rerez. Can you talk about why EPN was shut down? EPN has not shut down. EPN has shifted into less production based on the amount of resources that we currently have. But I own EPN. I own the company and the brands. It's 100% independent. It's not canceled. It's not on hiatus. We're just producing less, while I continue to have discussions about trying to figure out a way to produce more. So Rogers was shifting their needs, because they are, you know, pretty much the NHL broadcaster. That's their first priority. And thank you, Oski Pick Guy. Thank you so much. We should make a BO3 video together. Black Ops 3 vid together. Oh yes, and Homeworld Deserts of Karak. No, I have not played that. It's been a crazy 2016. There's been so much stuff. But yes, short answer, EPN not shut down. EPN in kind of a regeneration mode right now. Do I want to play this? I've done this already, right? I've done it. Okay. If you ever want to chat, just reach out. I will, bro. Thank you for your support, man. It really means a lot that you're here. Yeah, I would love to see you stream Dawn of War 3 and other RTS. Yes, I know. I think I streamed a little XCOM 2. I had a blast with that. It's not an RTS, but it's an excellent game. I've got to do some more, and you know what? I'm going to try to do some Total War Warhammer next week. Okay, where the hell should I go? Hit the like icon. Thank you, Chocho. Andrew, I mean, that's the amazing thing, man. Like, when I started, there was, you know, very few ways that I could do what I wanted to do. And we had video on our website in 1995, but it was postage stamp size, and it was massive files that people had to stream over their modems. And it was, you know, I could see the writing was on the wall that we were going to this digital future, that video on the web was going to be massive and huge, but it was also incredible to have television be our first point of entry for people. And but now, I mean, I would be just thrilled if our network or our content, and you know, if we built a bunch of shows, if it was all purely a video on demand, you know, streaming through video services like YouTube and Facebook and Hulu and Dailymotion and what have you. That would be totally cool for me. I love that, you know, we've got a TV history. I love television. I love the broadcast, passive, you know, access of it. I love the nature that people like to come home and just pop something on and chill to it. I know many people watch DP that way. I love all that. But it is incredibly, it's just amazing how efficient these technologies are. I am talking with you guys through my game console right now. I am streaming content. It's not world-class content, it's just me babbling, but it's really incredible. I mean, it's an amazing age, and you know, to build material like this, or our rundown content, or our reviews, or our interviews, or our streams, whatever we're doing, and have it reach people, and you guys comment on it is so fun and so cool. And it used to cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to make a half-hour show and get it into people's houses, and then we'd hear about it, you know, another week later, and now it's all instantaneous. It's crazy. Okay, let's get in here. It's interactive, yes. Is this YouTube streaming via console app? Yeah, this is just from my PS4. This is my home PS4 and my PlayStation camera and my PlayStation earbud thing. All of this stuff is just consumer grade, and it's incredible. It's crazy, right? What a world we're in. Oh, AJ, you're way too kind, man. I'm just a nerd. All right, here we go. Okay. So I'm hacking the screen. Okay. Meanwhile, we haven't gone back to the moon. Yes, I know, it's nuts. Did you guys hear Elon Musk, or hear about what Elon Musk was talking about yesterday at the conference? That he's pretty much emphatic and convinced that that we are living in a sophisticated computer simulation. So basically, we are living and existing inside of a future, a super advanced, well, not a future, but a super advanced civilization's home computer, or computer simulation. So we're basically inside of a video game, and it's such a trip. It's such a trip to think that, and it's a fun idea, man. The Matrix, yes. Yeah, that Big Bang Theory is like total phenomenon. I'm not a fan, but I respect how popular it is. Where do I go? You think I could just jump right off? I'm gonna do it, guys. Should I do it? Let's do it. How do I run? Do I just run? Okay, here we go. Woo! Oh, that was fun. That explains PlayStation Neo and Morpheus. Yes. Yeah, we're all existing. We're all existing inside the PlayStation Neo. Wouldn't that be crazy? It does feel easy to lose my way. Maybe I have to set up a thing here. Okay. Set up a marker for myself. What is this? Back in the game. Talk to Noah in the lair. Should we do that? There we go. There we go. The run downtown today was classic today. Everything from the latest games to the rundown. Yes. Oh, thank you, man. Everything from the latest games to new age thinking, VR porn. Yeah. We're expanding the rundown a little bit more. We're trying to give you guys a few more stories, and we're having more fun with it every day. I'm very proud of it. It's a lot of fun to produce that, to write it, to host it, every aspect of it. And I love working with Blake. He's super passionate, super smart, super, interesting, intelligent, fun guy to work with. Not always chipper, not always a happy fellow, but yeah, he keeps me on my toes. I'm super proud of him. Hey guys, un petit nom rose venant d'Uzbekistan. That is a very complex username right there, my friend. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'll do what I want. What I want to spread the word. Okay. Whoa. Everybody wants to talk to me. Okay, here we go.
This package contains a small statue which has quite an affectionate value for me. I'm giving it away. A token of sorts. Don't break it or you'll ruin everything.
Wow. These characters could look a lot better.
I'm not sure he remembers what this statue means to me. What it used to signify. I mean, we were young back then. We were different people. We had dreams. We had places to go. Things to see.
Shit. I went the wrong way.
Before the riots, of course.
French username. Awesome.
And it feels like we spent the years afterwards trying to block it out of our minds.
What VR games have the most potential right now, do you think? I don't know. We don't have any of the VR devices at EP yet. Stuff's coming. For me, the things that I'm excited about, and I know it will probably wane once I've got a good one, are the space shooters. Like I can't wait to jump into Eve Valkyrie and stuff. That idea just blows me away. But I feel like you get one or two of those and you kind of got it. I mean, I think VR is this limitless opportunity. I just think that the refresh rate has to be perfect, and you can't get motion sick, and I think the tethering is probably going to be a problem. I mean, all of this stuff is still kind of being worked out, but it's going to be crazy over the next few years. Reese, thank you for watching, brother. Thanks for being a part of this. I feel like this game doesn't really grab your attention with anything. Looked very cool at first, but it seems a little bland. Yeah, well, I mean, it's that minimalism that can kind of work against it, I think, right?
After the riots, we spent a week holed up in my apartment. The statue was sitting on the table in my
forgetting to hold L2. Whoa. Is this game out already? Comes out on Tuesday. I'm playing the review build. Go!
I hope that when he sees it, some spark of what he used to be is reignited.
Shit, I'm way too far away.
But is it not worth it if he doesn't change too. Damn it, you've ruined everything!
Oh, VR racing sims would be rocking. Will you be at PAX Prime this year? Probably I will. Yeah, I'll probably drive down there. Are you worried that simple mobile games are eating away at the AAA market? I think that what's going on with games is that we are being there's a saturation thing going on for sure.
This package contains a small statue which has a perfection of value.
That
I'm giving it away.
Hold on, I'm reading everything. Can you imagine Red Dead VR? Oh my god, that'd be incredible. I haven't watched EP episode in so long. Don't worry about that. Go to our YouTube channel. You're on our YouTube channel. You're watching this right now. youtube.com/EPN-TV. You can catch up on all kinds of fun stuff. Can you give me a shout out, please? Adam Spyro. Please are going to my channel. I make Minecraft videos. Cool. You, Vic, you should co-op stream with Fubar. His streams are fantastic. Oh, I love that guy. Yeah, you know what? I totally am going to talk to him about that. I still like an X-Wing or TIE Fighter getting announced. That'd be incredible. And what the hell was I talking about before? Shit. Remind me what I was talking about before I went off on that tangent there. It's pretty responsive. I haven't seen too many glitches. I just haven't been blown away by the stuff that's not the monochromatic, beautiful, clean city. Oh shit, screwed. This is hard. Alright, let's do this again. Vic, have you played Overwatch at all? I have. You can watch that stream, actually. That's the extent of my playtime. I played a little bit just to get the mechanics down, but I had a great first stream, and I haven't been able to jump back in yet. When do you think GTA Online will die off? Oh, that's what I was talking about. Do I think mobile has been eating away at AAA? I think everything has been eating away at AAA, but I think the major problem that has been created in the business for putting big teams together to build big concepts and big ideas is that now we have generations of game players who think games should be free. So we have devalued games after spending too many years telling people that games were this really precious luxury item that was too expensive for people that weren't major, hyper fans of this stuff to be involved. And so from both ends of the spectrum, the idea of these big team, huge experiences that we all love as gamers are threatened because, I think these games are not getting cheaper, and I think a lot of people as they get older have money that needs to be spent in different directions, and then the kids they're choosing less and less to spend them on big games, and I think the kids that are sort of coming on board with iPads and iPhone, free games are just thinking that's enough. That they can just play these kinds of, what is it, Clash of King, Royal Clash or something like that. They can just play that forever. And that's the other challenge too, is a lot of these games are just about being services and about keeping people locked in, instead of giving them a finite experience that would maybe steer a person into the next experience. They all just want to keep them locked in and then create their own sort of their own little industry within these things, and so they just people don't have the time anymore to check out other titles. So in every conceivable way, that sort of traditional model of 100 people working together to build an incredible, reaching, ambitious piece of interactive entertainment, that whole business has been threatened like crazy. And I think, honestly, it's really time for the traditional game industry to respond to a lot of that. Step one would be to make the asking price for these titles a lot less expensive. Get people to make some impulse buys for some of these huge games. Thank you, Illuminator. Yeah, good night. I know it's really late for some people on the East Coast. Holy crap, what time is it? Oh my God, it's almost midnight. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it short here pretty soon here too. I'm gonna try this one more time. Casual gaming has changed so much. It was so simple to play a game back in 1998. Okay, what am I gonna do? Let's go. Okay. My last try. Let's see. I'm gonna try to concentrate here.
I'm not sure he remembers what this statue means to me. What it used to signify. I mean, we were young back then. We were different people. We had dreams. We had places to go. Things to see. This was before the riots, of course. Our friends died that day, and it feels like we've spent the years afterwards trying to block it out of our minds. After the riots, we spent a week holed up in my apartment. The statue was standing on the table in my living room.
Ah, fuck.
We used to joke about it being there.
I'm dead.
Present for all our conversations.
Boo.
Looking at us with unseeing eyes. Listening but not hearing. Still registering everything. I hope that when he sees it,
No, I didn't do it.
what he used to be is reignited. Things must change. But it's not worth it if he doesn't change too. Damn it, you've ruined everything!
So that's where I gotta go. Is I'm trying this one more time. So I gotta make it to that rooftop there now. Let's see where I gotta go. I gotta go back to Life is Strange, Brian. Played some of the first chapter and I thought it was really cool, but I haven't gone back. So many games! So many things to play!
Which has quite an affectionate value for me. I'm giving it away. A token of sorts. Don't break it or ruin everything.
Go, run, 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 run!
I'm not sure he remembers what the statue means to me. What it used to signify. I mean, we were young back then. We were different people.
Loving the hover cars up there.
We had places to go.
Total Blade Runner, Minority Report vibe. Love it.
Our friends died.
Run!
And it feels like we spent the years afterwards trying to block it out of our minds.
Run!
After the riots, we spent a week holed up in my apartment. The statue was standing on the table in my living room. We used to joke about it being there. Present for all our conversations. Looking at us with unseeing eyes.
Run!
Listening but not hearing.
15 seconds.
Still registering everything.
Run! Run!
Spark of what he used to be is reignited.
Get up there! Go, 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 go. Oh, come on! Ah! Boo! Yeah, there are a lot of problems. So the rest of the stream is going to be like all of the complaints that people have with the video game industry. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. You know, I had a comment that broke my heart. I don't talk about this too often, but I had a comment that broke my heart underneath one of our interviews on YouTube, and I don't remember which one it was or whatever, but it's... Good night, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Somebody said, why are you talking to that game developer? They're all just fucking liars. And I just... Oh, it's like, no. No, they're not. And nobody's talking to game developers anymore. And these guys, you know, build these things so that we can escape into them, and they deserve our respect and our appreciation and acknowledgement. And it just broke my heart that people are that angry and that disillusioned and distrustful of game makers, because so much marketing has seeped into the storytelling around this stuff, and people just are distrustful, and it's shitty. And that's a new phenomenon, man. When I was a kid, or not a kid, but when I was younger, building all this stuff, it was all just pure passion, pure potential, and love. Yeah, I'm aborting. And well, let's go find something else to do, because that mission sucked. That was hard. Where are we gonna go? Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go talk to Noah, which I think is where I was trying to go the first time, but then I screwed that up. Okay. I didn't play Beyond Two Souls. I didn't review it, so I think it was Ben and Jose that had that one. Might have been Steven Raju. But yeah, I never played it, and I want to play it. I've heard, I've got a great friend that just completely swears by that game, loves it. And I am a fan of Quantic Dream. I think that they're a pretty cool company. I liked Heavy Rain quite a bit. It was not perfect, but it was definitely ambitious and had some pretty revolutionary concepts in it. Holy crap! Oh, I thought I was dead. I thought I was leaping to my death there. Woo! I think this is actually quite open, Taz. There seems to be lots of alternate routes and different ways that you can approach things, which I dig. I think that's cool. What is this? This is it's a race, I guess. I guess there are races and things. Either you can't do the jump, roll, or Vic just sucks at it. I still suck at it. I haven't learned all of the secrets. Yeah, there's a button you hit to roll when you land, but I think it's a skill unlock. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to see Noah. Okay, here we go. There we go. I think it's pretty good so far, Brett. You know, I'm not blown away, but I'm having a pretty good time so far. I'm very early in the game. Okay. Did Muhammad Ali die? Smiley? Is that what you're going to tell me? Is this how I'm finding out that the greatest, one of the greatest athletes of all time has passed away? Is this the news? Oh my God. I'm checking the Google.
Yeah. No! Hi!
You have to think who's ahead.
Am I interrupting something?
No, we're done. I won.
This game has no damn logic.
You'll get used to it. Faith used to beat me all the time.
Still could. You had a run for me.
Oh, he passed away.
I did.
God damn it.
On?
Oh,
On?
that sucks.
Elysium Labs.
Shit.
High profile datagram. Very good script.
An Elysium data grab?
Oh, man.
You think she's ready?
How about you get off my case?
You're going with her.
I can take care of myself.
Well,
just
he was
fine.
the greatest.
Like last
He
time.
was incredible.
You go in alone, but I want Icarus on watch. Look, they are very protective about this data. So there's no margin for error, you understand?
And so what
Wow.
do I get for babysitting?
That's a first. I never got shitty news like that in the middle of a stream. Wow.
Or
Well,
I get to
rest in
Aisha and
peace,
Caleb.
Ali.
Your call.
Wow.
All
I
right.
met him once.
I'll see you there, Faith.
It's crazy business. I met him once.
And don't get lost.
It was cool. God damn.
Go. You don't want him to beat you there.
Some of the faces are better than others in this game.
You need the jump off point in the labs, Faith.
Oh, no, you didn't. I mean, that's big news, man. That is, you didn't, thank you for telling me. I mean, I'm sure I would have hit Twitter and found out, but, yeah, I didn't know that. But, you know, what's so sad is the, you know, the difficulties he had to live with, and he still lived with them all with so much grace and class. Yeah, he was an incredible human being, man.
Up there willing to do a delivery.
Elysium Labs is one of the taller buildings.
And you know, I think EA or Microsoft brought him to E3 one year, and I think I've met him twice actually. I think I met him at a video game party because he was always involved in the gaming industry in different ways. But I definitely met him on the show floor at E3 one year, and yeah, super cool, very soft spoken. there's an amazing documentary that the brother-in-law of our former art director made, and I think it's called Facing Ali, and I think it's about all of these boxers that went up against him, and you guys should all find that doc and watch it, because it's incredible. The stories that they tell about him are amazing, and yeah, he was amazing. What about reviews on the run? Vines, 3-second reviews, that would be hilarious. He was the greatest in the world. He was a madman, and he was pretty. Yes, he was. Terrible year for legends passing. Holy shit, are you right, Warco? Oh my God, 2016, unbelievable. I was on social media earlier either and kept seeing pics of him today and thought it was his B-Day. And then you saw the news. Yeah, it's going to be everywhere. Let's accept this. Game is out on Tuesday. Okay, this is the last mission I'm playing, and then I got to.
So it seems this is your lucky.
I got to call it a night for this. Reviews on the run exists again. Yes, it does. I'm reviewing alone right now, but I'm having fun with it. It's a new challenge for me, and obviously I can only review what I can get to. I can't play everything or see everything, because I'm reviewing movies as well, and tech and some TV shows. I'm, basically stuff that I have time to get to. But there is a lot of new review content up on EPN TV on youtube.com/EPN TV. Whoops, I'm just going to die. Today, actually, we posted 2 reviews. I reviewed the Turtles movie review and the Turtles game review. And I've seen Now You See Me 2, and we've shot the review for that. I'll be reviewing this next week, and there'll be a review of the Bloodline Netflix show with Kyle Chandler, which is frickin' amazing.
Not her specialty, is it being careful?
I work with Ben every once in a while, but I don't have the resources that I had with television to be able to employ people on a regular basis. So it's definitely different, but we're doing the best that we can with the resources that we have right now, and I think we're creating actually quite a bit of content. Definitely one of the things that is pretty consistent is our rundown segment every day, where we're sort of capturing what we have always kind of called everything cool in news blurbs every day, which I think ends up being about 5 to 7 minutes. And I think we put together a pretty tight 5 to 7 minutes about fun stuff. This is cool. This looks amazing. Ben is awesome, and I've actually shot quite a few things with Ben. I just worked with him 2 weeks ago. You can watch him in my latest podcast, and I'll be working with him at E3 again, actually. I shot something fairly recent with Tommy. You can watch that. It was a good 2-hour conversation with Tommy. It's all on our YouTube channel. It's not legal to have free interns, Brian. So there's your answer. Okay, runner's vision. What is... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, it's like a cheat thing. Okay. That's cool. Oh my god, this is pretty rad. Whoa! Do you think Tommy will ever be done with VGL? He's been touring since like... Oh, thank you, AJ. It was a pretty awesome dream team there, man. Definitely. Do you think Tommy will ever be done with VGL? I don't know, man. Shite. I don't know. He loves it. Tell Tommy to stop being so successful. Will do. He'll reply to me from his Lamborghini. He once picked me up in his Ferrari. This is an amazing story. I flew down from Vancouver, landed in John Wayne Airport, which is in Orange County. It's the area that he lives in. And he picked me up in his beautiful yellow Ferrari. It was awesome. I had an enormous suitcase with me. Ferraris don't have a lot of trunk space, and they don't have back seats. So I had to put this enormous suitcase on my lap inside of his convertible Ferrari. So it was Tommy, me, giant suitcase, and an airport parking lot laughing and pointing at us as we drove off, looking cool as shit. And we were both howling because it was just so ludicrous. It was awesome. Where are we going over here? Okay.
I sent the request 3 days ago, Mr. Kruger.
Oh my god.
Did you do anything else?
Okay, that was not the right move. Okay. Not a bad guess there, EP Prime Fly. Almost 30. You can't get to Tommy, then get his cousin Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Okay, I'll ask Steven. Vic, are you gonna take your little one to the BFG when it comes out? Is it? She's 4. When does the movie come out? Is it suitable for 4-year-olds?
Actually, yes. Yesterday I had
Oh, cool. On an elevator. We haven't taken her to too many movies, and honestly, some of these movies I show her the trailer, and she tells me if they're going to be too intense for her or not. Like I showed her the Good Dinosaur trailer, and there was too many shocking moments in that. There was something else that we saw that was just a little bit too. Oh shit. You know, she is, I think she's aware that she doesn't want to feel like there's great jeopardy on the characters or it's too violent. She's pretty acutely aware of that. I took her to The Little Prince, and actually she got a little, it's a very sad movie, and she got emotionally affected by that. But she was enjoying it. But sad stuff happens, and you know, it's stuff you have to be cognizant of. I don't want to throw this stuff on her too soon, you know? I want her to enjoy it, to get something out of it. But I'll tell you this, man, I know that the Star Wars days are coming, and I can't wait to watch Star Wars with my daughter. It's going to be incredible. I think we're going to be playing, she loves the Lego games. We've been playing a lot of the Lego games together. We've played like 40 hours of Lego Dimensions together, and she loves it as much as I do. And we played Lego Avengers and Lego Batman, and I think Lego Star Wars comes out later this month, so that's going to be her first real dunk into Star Wars lore. And I'm actually a little bummed that she's going to kind of know some of the story. And I've heard this from other parents too, is that their kids learn the story of Star Wars from these Lego games. But it's going to be fun to start the Star Wars introduction there, and then later will be Indiana Jones, and there's so much of this incredible lore and these awesome properties to kind of share with her. She knows how much I love Batman. You know, she likes to be Catwoman and Wonder Woman. It's really fun. She knows I'm a big nerd. I didn't see the Angry Birds movie. I was in Los Angeles when the screening happened, and then I was making my choices about what movie to actually see that I'd missed, and I chose The Nice Guys, and I reviewed it. It's on the site, or it's on the YouTube, Facebook, and our channel, or on EPN. Just show her the entire John Williams collection. Yeah, I play the Star Wars music all the time. Actually, she helped me build the Millennium Falcon, the Lego Millennium Falcon, and we were playing the Star Wars music the whole time, and she loved it. And you know, she hears the John Williams Superman theme and Lego Dimensions and stuff. Like, she's getting a little cultured dunk in this stuff that is so meaningful to me, and she's feeling it. You know, by osmosis, she's getting that this stuff matters to me, you know, and I don't want to force it on her to care about it, but, you know, maybe she will, which will be cool.
And I didn't expect that part to be easy.
Maybe Black November can help out.
I'd rather have as little to do with them as possible. We got the guns. That's more than enough.
I don't know, Brian, that's a good question. I think that if, you know, we're talking about an E3 that has, you know, 2.5 console launches, that's pretty, and a live, you know, like some fan interaction. That's pretty exciting. I mean, that's a lot of news and a lot of new. So that's not a bad way to have, you know, a waning E3. So if people feel like this came off with some success this year, and the excitement around all this stuff was well received, you know, like if Jeff's YouTube streams are crazy like they were last year, and people go to the PlayStation theater to watch the PlayStation, you know, the movie theaters to watch the PlayStation conference, all that stuff, all that data is accumulated, and people are happy with the announcements and the game titles and the price points, all that stuff, then I suspect E3 will come back strong next year, and next year will be about all of these new machines being out there, VR having 2 years in you know, in the marketplace, you know, 4K gaming on a mass level, crazy, some big evolutionary steps. So, and sort of a fan, open to the fan model kind of tested. So E3 might actually grow, you know. This might be the last of the old style E3s, but E3 might actually end up being bigger and open to the public. Would you guys all like to go to E3? EP is no longer on City and G4. Our Rogers deal wrapped up. You really got to go to the YouTube channel and watch. The first thing you should do is watch our December 18th show, and it was our Rocket and Ray Gun Awards. But watch that, and there's also a message from me about what was going on. Yeah, we were wrapping up with Rogers because their interests were really much more squarely focused on recouping on the enormous investment that they'd made into the NHL. EPN is only online right now. It's only on YouTube and Facebook and Dailymotion and Twitch. Our content's, our older content's still on Hulu right now. We haven't been shipping them new content. Okay, I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go. Oh, I know what I do. I use runner's vision, cheat mode. So where do I go? Do I go in here? Oh. Oh. There we go, okay. The podcast is still going. Yep, we are not doing it as regularly as I would like to be, but there is new content up there on a pretty consistent basis. Didn't get one today is the short answer. I have the game because I'm a reviewer, the real TBNR, so I am able to play this so I can review it next week. Okay.
At the terminal. Firing the shotgun.
Good. Successful grab confirmed.
I agree, EP Primify.
Someone's here. Doesn't look like a runner.
Just get out of there.
Sorry. But I'm gonna check it out.
Of course you are. I'll just sit here then, hoping you get out in one piece. Kind of been me.
Okay. That save is gonna be that's gonna be me. I'm gonna cut out you guys. Thank you all for watching and asking questions, and I'm definitely gonna go through the stream and read some of the comments and stuff like that I missed. And if you've got any comments on a later viewing of this, by all means, let me know what you think of the game, or any follow-up comments based on some of the stuff that we talked about today, or some of the questions that were thrown out there. Appreciate it very much. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for spending time with me, and have a great weekend. And maybe I'll be back on this weekend with something. All right, take care, everybody.